Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to discuss about the staff strength of private and public sector banks in India and how the staff strength has changed over the last decade. Private sector banks in India are on the rise. Over the past decade, their workforce has nearly tripled, overtaking the state-owned banks, both in employee strength and market share. Let's dive into the numbers and see what's behind this shift. According to the latest data from Reserve Bank of India, as of FY24, private banks employed over 8,46,000 individuals, surpassing 7,64,000 employees in the state-owned banks. Back in FY14, the picture looked very different. Public sector banks had over 8,42,000 employees, while the private banks were just over 3 lakhs. But here is something interesting. The employee strength in state-owned banks has declined, especially in clerical positions. Since FY14, employees in the clerks category of state-owned banks have gone down from almost 3,33,000 to 2,46,000, which is a decrease of almost 87,000. On the other hand, private sector banks have ramped up hiring in officers level, growing from around 2,25,000 officers in FY14 to almost 8 lakh officers in FY24. So what's driving this growth in the private banking sector? One big reason is the strategic focus on expanding into smaller cities, or what we call the Tier 2 and Tier 3 regions. This move has allowed private banks to increase their market reach and strengthen financial inclusion. Meanwhile, the number of state-owned banks has reduced to just 12 in FY24 as compared to 21 in FY14, largely due to mergers. This consolidation, combined with increasing digitization, has led to reduction in hiring. As per the management of different public sector banks, digitization has played a significant role in reducing the need for manpower. As more customers shift to online banking, public sector banks have seen less branch traffic, cutting back their hiring needs. If we look at the business front, the private sector banks have doubled their market share in domestic advances, from 20% in 2014 to 40% in 2024. But the public sector banks have faced some challenges. Their gross non-performing asset, or NPAs, peaked at 15.5% in 2018, largely due to issues in the corporate sector. However, now they have been able to contain NPA and posted their best balance sheets with highest ever profits. As private banks continue to grow and adapt to the changing landscape, it's clear that they are becoming major players in India's banking sector. What do you think the future holds for this ongoing transformation in the Indian banking landscape? Please let us know in the comments below. See you in the next video.